10 repetitions of the prone press-ups. Good morning. This is the Get Flexible class. So glad to have you here. Those look great. Make sure that your hips are staying low to the ground and that you're relaxing your hips as you press up off the floor. All right. Looking good. When you're done with 10 press-ups, you're going to be pressing your hips back into child's pose. After that last press-up, we're going to sit the hips back and let the forehead relax to the floor. Hips sit back toward your heels. And then we're going to walk the hands over to the left side, going into a lat stretch. And I want you to walk your right hand so that your right fingertips are reaching beyond your left. Deep breath into the nose, into the belly. And exhale and feel that stretch deepen. Walk the hands now all the way to the right and let those left fingertips reach beyond the fingertips of your right hand. And again, deep breath into the belly. And as you exhale, sink into the stretch. Walking those hands back to the center. We're going to come onto our backs in a double leg hip bridge position. You want your heels to be about fingertip distance away. And what we're going to do is bridge with our palms facing up. At the top of our bridge, we're going to reach those arms up overhead. We're going to slide the elbows down and squeeze our shoulder blades together, and then extend our hands back to the starting position. Hips come down. Bridge those hips up. Reach the arms overhead. Nice long line. Drive your elbows down toward your ribs. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Extend your arms. Hips back down to the floor. This is 3. 4. 5. And feel free to put on your own music to exercise along with this. 6. I know that on my end, there's no music coming through, but that's because otherwise we have to fix that when we upload them to YouTube. Elbows down, hands extended. We're going to do 2 more. Hips, reach, slide the elbows down. Last time, hips up, reach those arms overhead. Drive the elbows down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. All right, now from here, we are going to roll and then step or hop back to your prone press up position to start. Either way is totally fine. So we're gonna go from the top, we're gonna go through this one more time, starting with your prone press ups for 10. Inhale into the belly. You will likely notice on the second round that your range of motion has gotten a little bit better. That's the goal. Inhale to prepare, and exhale out all of your air. Shoulders away from your ears. These are not a race. Make sure that you're exhaling out all of your air. And after your 10th press up, sit yourself back into child's pose. Relax your hips to your heels. Forehead to the floor if that's your range of motion. If it's not your range of motion, think about pressing your heart space towards the floor and your hips towards your heels. Let's walk our hands all the way to the left and reach those right fingertips as far as you can. Feeling the stretch from your right rib cage all the way through the fingertips of your right hand. Walk those hands all the way to the right. Reach those left fingertips as far as you can, feeling that stretch from your left rib cage all the way through the fingertips of your left hand. Bring it back to center, and let's turn it over into hip bridge position. Heels fingertip distance away. Palms up. We're going to bridge, reach, slide the elbows down and squeeze the shoulder blades together, and bring the hips back down to the ground. Bridge, engage your glutes, reach those arms overhead, elbows down, extend the arm. Good. You have 10 of these. Reach, slide, extend. That's 6 for me. I don't know where you're at, but again, this is not a race to see who can do these the fastest. The reason we do these arm motions in between is really to get you to hold your bridge up in the air. We have 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. All right, we're gonna bring the legs up off the ground. We're gonna roll ourselves back up into a low squat position. And then again, walk yourself back to your knees. So we're gonna go into our next circuit, which we're gonna take the prone press up position and we're gonna switch it up a little and we're gonna do what's called a roadkill press up. So roadkill press ups, we're gonna have one leg up and then otherwise our hands will be in the same prone press up position that we did last time. So this foot is going to be flexed, not pointed, and this back foot is going to be relaxed on the ground. So again, to prepare, we inhale into the belly and we exhale. You're gonna feel these a little bit differently, but we still wanna work on keeping our hips to the ground. And we're gonna do 5 on this side. And then we'll switch legs. Again, take these nice and slow, work with your breath. And then when you're done with 5, switch sides. So you guys can see. Elbows in. Doing all of these press ups, your arms are going to be sore. So if you're wondering if your arms should be sore right now, the answer is yes. After your 5th roadkill press up on the left side, we're going to press ourselves back into pike position. So bring it to your hands and knees, and then press your hips back to pike position. Think about drawing the space between your shoulder blades together and pressing your heart toward your thighs. Holding here for a few breaths. What we're going to do is extend that right leg out nice and long. And then we're going to drive that shin through to pigeon stretch. So our shin is going to go diagonal, our heel to the opposite groin. And then you can stay here at your hands. You could bring it down to your forearms, or you could bring it all the way down to your forehead, wherever your level of flexibility is right now. Stay here for a breath. Bring those hands back to push-up position. Tuck the toes of the back foot under. Press yourself back to pike position. Holding here. Pressing your heart toward your thighs. Let's reach with the left leg. Big reach. Let's drive the shin through to pigeon stretch. Opposite heel to groin. And again, you can stay here on your hands. You can bring it down to your forearms, or you can relax all the way to your forehead. As long as you're not feeling it in your lower back, the depth of the stretch is up to you. Let's stay here for one more breath. Bringing your hands back to push-up position. We're going to press back into pike. Holding here for a breath. We're now going to either step or hop. So step or hop yourself to a squat position and then have a seat. And we're going to go into some single leg bridging. So let's start with the right leg up, hip, knee, and ankle at 90 degrees. Palms up, or you can drive the elbows into the ground, whichever you prefer. But we're going to bridge off of that left leg, gripping the floor with the big toe, the little toe, and the heel. Think of the claw game at the arcade. You want to grip the ground with that left foot, and you're going to feel your glute much more activated than if you don't. Especially if you find yourself rocking your toes up off the floor when you bridge, you're going to want to fix that. After you finish 5, let's switch sides. Grip the ground with that right foot, hip, knee, and ankle at 90 degrees, driving the elbows into the ground, or extending the arms nice and long with the palms up. Drive that hip up, squeeze. And after your 5th one, we are going to turn back over into roadkill press up position. And we're going to go from the top of the order one more time through. Starting with right leg up, hands at shoulder height. Inhale into the belly. And press it up off the ground. After your 5th one, switch sides, bringing that left leg up. Make sure that your right foot is nice and relaxed, that your left foot is flexed at the ankle. Inhale into the belly. And 5 on the left side. After that last one, bring both of your legs long and extended. Press up to your hands and knees. And then we're going to press back into a pike. So again, pressing your heart toward your thighs, bringing your shoulder blades together, shoulders away from your ears. Let's take that right leg and extend it out nice and long. And let's drive that shin through to pigeon stretch. Staying here, taking some nice big deep breaths and lowering yourself down to a level of stretch that feels good for you, but making sure that you're not feeling it here in your lower back, that you're staying nice and flat and square through your hips. Hold it here for one more breath. Bring it back to push-up position and press yourself back into a pike again. Let's take that left leg and extend it out nice and long. Reach, 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 reach. Drive the shin through and extend yourself into that left side pigeon stretch. Lowering yourself down to a level that feels good for you, that works with your range of motion. Holding it here for one more breath. And bringing yourself back to push-up position, extending yourself back into pike. One more time, hold it here. Let's step or hop our feet into that low squat position, and then bring the legs through to bridge. So again, start with the right leg up. You could drive the elbows into the ground, or you could have the arms extended. 5. This time, try to hold it 1 count longer than you did last time. Exhaling on the bridge. And you'll notice just by challenging your tempo, you make it harder. When you're done with 5, switch sides. Drive the elbows into the ground. Hold it for just 1 second longer than last time. Two more. Last one. All right, everybody grab a quick drink and we're gonna go into our last and final flow. Hope you guys are all feeling really good, getting loose. You're gonna be doing a lot more floor piking, so get ready. You guys are gonna have some, you have to shake your arms out after today. So let's get back into hands and knees. And what we are going to be doing first is floor pike to Spiderman. So we are going to press back into that floor pike position again. Pressing your heart toward your thighs, shoulder blades together. We're going to reach that right leg back. And instead of going to the pigeon stretch, we're going to bring this to a Spiderman stretch. So foot to the outside of the hand. We're going to get nice and long, and then you're going to take that right hand and we're going to reach it under and rotate open. And we're going to bring our hands back to the ground. We're going to take that right leg and we're going to extend it, and we're going to walk ourselves up in a single leg inchworm. And we're going to come to both feet standing and walk yourself back out with both feet on the ground. Press yourself back to the pike position. Take a breath here. Let's reach that left leg. Nice long reach. Drive that left leg through to left side Spiderman. Left hand reaches under. Rotate open. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Bring the hand back to the floor. Now let's reach that left leg back and walk yourself up to standing. And then walk yourself back out. Back to a floor pike. Stay here for a breath or two. Now we are going to step or hop into a deep squat, just like last time. From here, chest up, reach one arm up overhead, reach the other arm up overhead, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and come all the way up to standing. Woo! And then take a big step back so that you're not out of the screen, well, at least for me, and walk yourself back out to push-up position. That was one circuit. We're gonna do this one more time. Press yourself back to pike. Take a breath or two here. All right, let's reach that right leg back. Big reach. Drive it through to Spider-Man. Keep that right foot solid to the floor. Don't let it roll out to the side. Reach that right arm under. Rotate open, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Bring that hand back to the ground. Take that right foot, reach it back. Single leg inchworm up. And then double leg inchworm back out. Press it back to floor pike. Hold it here. Pressing your heart toward your thighs. Reach that left leg back. Big, big reach. Drive it through to Spider-Man. Take that left hand, reach under. Open up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Hand back down to the ground. Take that left leg, reach it. Walk yourself up to standing. And then double leg inchworm back out to the ground. Press yourself back to a floor pike. Hold it here for one more breath. Now we're going to step or hop our feet back through to a deep squat. This time lift the opposite arm first. Then the other. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Stand up nice and tall. Woo! And we are going to end by bringing it down to the ground. Have a seat. And we are going to bring our heart rates down. And we are going to end with what is called corpse pose. So lie down all the way on your back. Let your feet relax out to the sides. Let your palms face the ceiling. And the first thing that I want you to do is take your shoulders and get your shoulder blades underneath of yourself. So get your shoulders away from your ears and let's curl those shoulders, the shoulder blades underneath of us so that our arms turn out a little bit more and our chest feels big and we get a little bit more of a natural arch in our lower back. And then what I want you to do from here is reach your arms long, reach your legs long, and then find yourself in a very comfortable position. You can place your hands on your belly here if you want, but we're going to end with some deep breathing. So we're going to breathe into the belly. Let that belly rise against your hands. And then on the exhale, feel your belly fall. Inhale. And exhale. At the top of your inhale, I want you to pause for a moment. And then exhale out all your air. And when you get to the bottom of your exhale, do the same thing. Hold it and pause for a second. And then bring air back into the belly. Let's do 4 more breaths like this. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale. All right, when you feel ready, go ahead and bring yourself up to a seated position. Thank you all for joining me this morning. I am so appreciative of you guys being here. This class will be every Thursday morning at 6 a.m. and every Thursday afternoon at 2 p.m. until further notice. So I hope you guys can join me again next week. Thank you, thank you, thank you all across the board for being here. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye-bye.